Hello and welcome to Watches with a Woman. My name is Sierra and I'm excited to have had the opportunity to try out and wear the Moser Streamliner Chronograph. This piece is limited to 100 pieces and retails for $39,900 US. From the moment this came out and I first saw the photos, I loved this watch. I'm a big fan of funky, unique watches that push the envelope, and this does exactly that. With the Streamliner, you have something that is elegant and also out there in terms of style. The cushion-shaped case, integrated bracelet that almost looks like liquid metal, and a fun checker design around the rim of the dial which allows you to read the chronograph down to fractions of seconds. The fume black to light silver dial with vertical brushing across looks amazing, and though is hard to properly capture on camera. The Streamliner also has attention to subtle details one expects from Moser. The slight indents on the side of the case, which give the watch a sleek look and adds more interest when looking down at your wrist. And the difference between the satin and polished finishings both on the side of the case and on the links, which emphasize the reptilian-like bracelet. Moser calls it more a wearable sculpture than a simple steel watch, and this is very true. The watch is 42.3 millimeters in diameter and is 14.2 millimeters in height. When you turn it on its side, you can see the gently domed sapphire crystal. There are a few red details as well, giving a pop of color to a mostly monochrome piece, the seconds hand of the chronograph, as well as these dashes along the side for counting seconds. When I click the right-hand pusher, the chronograph starts. Going into slow motion here so you can see what fractions of seconds look like, with the red markers every 5 seconds. Now I'm going to stop the chronograph and start it again so you can see how instantaneous the start is. The seconds hand doesn't jump, it just smoothly starts again. Now check out how cool this is. When the seconds hand crosses the 60-second mark, the minute hand jumps to the 1 minute mark. You can see here that the seconds hand is still counting fractions of seconds. It hasn't yet caught up to that minute hand that jumped. And I'll zoom out here so you can see the flyback feature in action when I click the left hand pusher, and boom, it starts counting again. There is a tachymeter around the edge in units per hour, so if you know the distance of a mile or kilometer, you can measure the speed of something using the chronograph. The watch is water resistant to around 120 meters, and it is dynamic, meaning the chronograph can actually be operated underwater, which is incredible. The watch is powered by the automatic caliber HMC 902, developed with Agenor for Moser. The rotor is located under the dial so as not to obstruct the movement, which is beautifully finished. Fitting for such a quirky, distinct watch, you can see a little Batman outline in the center of the movement. The movement has 434 components and looks almost like a little city. You can see the chronograph clutch operate when I press the pushers, and as the case and bracelet have variations in polishing, so too does the movement, giving even more depth and allowing different elements to pop. You put on the watch using this butterfly clasp, which opens in both directions. You can see the little Moser logo there as well. This clasp allows the bracelet to have a smooth, seamless look, and the watch itself wears incredibly well with its lack of lugs, and there's no gaps, so it hugs the wrist and wears like a wrapping of armor or scales. Everything is proportionate and well sized. I always thought the photos looked amazing, but in person the watch shows even better with great presence, and while quirky, it is also refined, elegant, and subtle. The hands are loomed ceramic, and I like how the shape kind of resembles a skyscraper, like the classic Empire State Building here in New York. I love this watch and would have it in my collection in a heartbeat. I'm so grateful to have had the time I did with it. Thanks as always for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.